Hello, it's Clive here. I'm feeling quite inspired after last night's panel discussion, so I thought I'd record this video for you. The panel discussion was all about cultivating the healthy masculine, together with the naked professor, Ben Bidwell. And Ben and I were talking a lot last night about one of the things that's really helped both of us, and that's been to feel our feelings. And we were encouraging other men to do the same, and that would be really helpful. But I was pondering this today, and I realised that telling someone who doesn't have a particularly healthy relationship with their body, someone who's quite mind focused, which is how I used to be, telling a person like that to feel their feelings is not particularly helpful. So I wanted to share a little bit about the practice that I'm learning at the moment in my therapy training, and something that I use on myself and something that I use with clients that I find particularly helpful. Underneath all these emotions is a feeling in the body itself. So a question that I ask myself when I feel a particular emotion, so for example anger or something like that, or loneliness, used to be a big one for me. Was it anywhere in my body that I sense this loneliness? And I may say, I can sense that deep in my belly, and then I'll touch that part of my belly, and I might even have to close my eyes to intensify this sensation in my belly, and then I will describe that in great detail. So I will describe what exactly the sensation feels like. Is it like a rumbling sensation? Is it coming and going? Is it present all the time? So you could also ask, does it have a particular colour? Is there a sound associated with it? So, try and get as much detail as possible from the sensation as you possibly can. And then during that process of connecting with the sensation in your body, I found that by connecting with it, it actually transforms the sensation. So it may start in my belly, and once I start connecting with the sensation there, it then moves or changes. It may then go up into my face and make my whole face hot, and I'll make my ears hot, and I'll try and cultivate and be very present. So cultivate this presence with the sensation in my body, and really kind of monitor how it's feeling. And that's basically the practice, to kind of get to the root of where the feelings come from. This kind of method is based on somatic work, and the theory behind it is that we carry traumas and memories within our bodies, and that by connecting in this way we can kind of release these bits of pain. And the thing is, when we don't do it, what's effectively happening is that we're engaging in conversations and interactions with people, and then something is triggered in us, and we feel something, and that may not be relevant to the current interaction that we're involved in. Like it may not be anything to do with the person that you're having this particular argument, but it might be something that happened to you when you were very young, or it might be something that happened to you last year or something like that. But it's still something there, and if you don't work it out, it really I've certainly found for myself that it's prevented me from responding authentically to people in the moment. It's almost like an unconscious prejudice that I carry in my body. So this kind of this practice to concentrate on the different body sensations and really understand what they feel like viscerally, to get this really close connection with the body, I think helps to understand our feelings, certainly help me to understand my feelings, and also usually the the feeling comes from a sensation in the body, and then we express it as a feeling, and then there's a thought that's associated with the feeling, and then we believe that thought, and then we react. So I think this is certainly this has been a really good practice for me, and it's something that I recommend to my clients to help them to understand their feelings more, and it helps people to be more present, and it helps people to respond more authentically in all of their interactions with people. So that was my thought, my feeling for today. I hope it was helpful. Please do comment if that resonates for you, or if you have any questions.